Greetings, Commanders! Oh man, sorry guys, it is late. We are sneaking in a late night stream because the round of 32 playoffs have begun. And I want to thank you guys for joining me. I see Kratos is here first, like always. Congratulations. Welcome. First, as always. Okay, so the point of tonight's stream is I'm not going to be here for tomorrow. I am not going to be able to stream tomorrow, but I did want to get caught up on what's going on in the playoffs. As you guys know, not everyone made the playoffs. There's a lot of huge guilds that did not make it to the round of 32, which is unbelievable, for being honest. There's a lot of guilds out there that are teaming up, including some from our server, like WoW and God almost joined up. I mean, some members of our guild did go over there. I may go over there next week if they win. But I know that like Win and 888 grouped up. I know that NYC and AXR have a history of always grouping up. So I'm sure other guilds are doing it too. So yeah, people are still pouring in. We just kind of turned the stream on. So thanks for coming here, guys. Thanks for joining the late night stream. Expect to hear a lot of just misspoken words, bad grammar. Normally, I have this thing about filming videos and live streaming. There is this weird thing that happens in the human brain that you don't notice when you don't film yourself every day. But I find myself after 7 p.m. incapable of having saying a whole paragraph well thought out in my head without any errors. I'll start using the wrong word. I'll just I'll make errors. Like even in that explanation, it's hilarious. It's hilarious and it's terrible. That means I can't film after 7 o'clock. So anyway, it's gonna be a weird stream, boys and girls. Strap in. It's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be a short stream, and I'm still coming off this cold. So my voice is absolutely horrible. While a few more people join in, I want to get your guys' opinion on a video PewDiePie did yesterday or day before. He was talking about this new streaming platform called D Live, and he's pouring a ton of money into it. He's promoting it. I don't know if he has a part ownership of it. It like apparently works off the blockchain, but it's just another streaming platform like Twitch or YouTube Live, and YouTube Live is being sucked into YouTube, and I'm still trying to figure out what's right for us and our community and how I want to do it. I really like what YouTube provides because it notifies all the subscribers that watch my content that I'm doing a live stream, as opposed to DLive, which no one would ever check unless they were sent a notification from DLive or in a line chat or something. So it doesn't really work for my core audience. But I think as far as like money is concerned, if I wanted to get into more money streaming, long-term wise, this may be a better choice. I don't know. I kind of am just looking for feedback. I really don't know. I don't really think about these things too often. But if you know anything about it, if you have an opinion, let me know. And God, sorry guys, this is going to be a mess of a stream. Oh God, how do I mute my mic? Let's see if I can mute it real quick. I hope that muted it. That was disgusting. All right, let's get caught up on the live stream for what we're here for. Everyone's here to find out what's going on in the playoffs. So, guys, my name is Melt. I'll be your host for the Season 7 playoffs for Ark of War. It's a Tier 12 season. We just started this week. We have 5 weeks left. The top 32 teams were placed on points, and here are the brackets. The number 1 seed takes the number 1 spot. The number 32, the worst seed, is the opponent for the number 1 seed. So first fights 32, second fights 31, third fights 30th, and so on and so forth. So all the way at the very end here should be 16 fights 17. You can see here who has already won. The FBI won their match against Top. That was pretty quickly. All the matches started about 6 to 8 hours ago. Not even. Actually, yeah, about 1 o'clock maybe. So yeah, about 9 hours ago. Star got a win. Visa got a win. CHN Genial got a win. I don't know who that is. They may have changed their guild name. And, of course, TNB, the number 1 seed, got a win. But we have matches going on right now. NYC is going on versus 110. Number 1 versus DDD is going on. ALD versus 110 PRC is going on. I'm not too worried about NYC getting the win. I'm quite confident they're going to get the win. I think AXR abandoned guild. So NYC should get the win here. Yeah, I mean, on the left side of the bracket especially, you expect all the top seeds to win. So I'm expecting NYC to win there. You always expect the top team to win. That's usually how it goes. So FBI got their win. Number 1 should be the favorite. ALD should be the favorite. Yeah, so let's jump in. Let's see what we got. So we got 1 versus WoW. WoW is from my server. Number 1 versus DDD. That's a big match. We expect number 1 to be the winner there, but that's going to be a close match, I think. It looked like something was going to happen there. And then CUN versus 321. And what's amazing about this playoff is that you've got to realize, like, all these guilds, all these top 32 teams are stacked. They've all got at least 2 to 3 tier 12 players. Most of them have at least a million leadership commander. And our guild has 2 or 3 tier 12 players, but none of us have a million leadership. Actually, we have one guy with a million leadership, but even we didn't get ranked. So let's see what the most interesting... Well, let's start with the least interesting match to see if we're missing anything here. So CUN versus 321. I think CUN is the favorite here. Remember to go into each match and give away a token to get your 10 free magazines for donating to one of the replays. That's just every match you can go in and donate to one of the replays and get 10 free magazines. Definitely worth doing. So don't forget to do that. And it looks like, yeah, UNI or UN1 has a full battlefield here versus CUN, who has quite a large stacked field too. What's up, Crouton Bomb? Welcome, welcome. I just finished meme review for week number 5. Good seeing you post some stuff there. CHN Goku saying they had a CHN had a Vega we couldn't touch. Yeah. YouTube works well. I guess it's like, why not try DLive or Twitch? Yeah, I mean Twitch. Like, I love how big and massive streaming is becoming. I'm personally someone who watches streaming. I like doing streaming. I don't like watching television. I don't like TV shows. It's not to say I never watch television or TV shows, but I just don't waste my time with cable television. If I'm going to sit down and watch something, I want it to be something I'm interested in. You know, usually esports, but sometimes regular sports too. That's what regular TV is for. But I buy all that stuff premium on my devices. I don't watch TV. I got rid of cable a long time ago. I refuse to go back. But I don't know. I don't know if DLive's really gonna... I just don't see DLive 3 years from now being a thing. Like, I feel like it's a PewDiePie business that he just popped up and he's like, hey, I can make some money. Like, there's YouTube, there's Twitch. Why not a room for a third platform? Why not take the most famous guy on the internet and give him his own platform? He'll make money. So I just don't know what the long term is of DLive. I don't know. And YouTube does take a lot. They take 30% of everything, which really cuts into a lot of streamers. That's like, if you're PewDiePie and they're doing, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars an hour in accounting for you, he's losing a ton of revenue. Even small streamers lose a ton of revenue. But if you're a streamer like me who doesn't really do it for money, I just do it to have my community, it kind of makes sense. But I don't know. I kind of go back and forth. Like, do I want this to be a bigger thing? Not really. I don't want to get too grim, but like, I don't see this game getting bigger. I think this game is actually getting smaller. You know, I don't know where this game's going to be at in 2 years. I may move on to another game, but that's not why I do this. I don't do this for the audience, right? We do this because we're a community. We have stuff we can talk about. I'm interested in this stuff. I like sharing this stuff. I don't know if I'd be as interested in doing any other games unless they were somewhat similar. What we need to do is get me my own game, get a developer to get me on board to help design a game like this, and we can build a massive game. That's what we should do. If you're into that, let me know. I'm your guy. I'll help promote the shit out of it. I don't tell you guys what I do in my personal life, but we could do this. You want to get cut off of YouTube? You want to get kicked off of Arc of War's good side? Start trying to branch off and talk about other platforms. This is going well. This is a great start to a stream. I told you guys, for those of you that missed the beginning of this stream, it's late. I've been sick. I've been taking all kinds of medication. The only reason I'm doing this stream is because I can't do it tomorrow, and I don't want to miss the round of 32. I just want some coverage. So we're just going off the cuff here and just seeing what happens. So Fire, you're saying DLive is kind of like an overnight sensation. You don't think it's got like 3 years of playing time, maybe 3-6 months, maybe a year. Maybe a game like Apex Legends can carry it for a year, kind of like Fortnite really put Twitch on the map when YouTube Live or YouTube Gaming started going. YouTube, like, really, Fortnite like crushed YouTube Gaming. I kind of think it did. I don't know that for sure. What's up, Fishhead? All right. So what do we got here? We've got UNI on the bottom, UN1 on the bottom, sorry, and then CUN on top. CUN is a big guild. That's Furry Nuts' guild. Oh, man, he's got a lot of haters. I think Furrynut's maybe the third most hated person in the community, next to Albatross and Money. Yeah, probably. At least vocally. Some people have been hated for so long they've just been on mute, so people forgot about them for 6 months. But lately I get a lot of hate or just drama. People send me drama in line. Like, dude, when I log in the morning to check my line chats and invite everyone to the chat rooms and answer all the private questions, yeah. The last thing I want is, like, to deal with people's fucking drama. I don't want your drama, man. Like, it's a lot of work. It's straight up just hours a day moderating chat rooms. I don't like doing it. I do it because I like the overall. It's the legwork of it. But Jesus Christ, take your fucking drama, deal with your shit yourself, and realize we're a tiny community. Make friends. This game is full of assholes. It literally, like, directs people with that, like, fighters alpha mentality to compete and use these resources to win. You're not going to get along with everyone. In fact, you're going to probably butt heads with most of the big players. The trick is to, like, realize, oh, that's part of the game. Now make friends with them. Yeah. So, there we go. Whew. What's up, Mike? How you doing, Mike? Hey, long time no see. It's the morning in the UK. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's no replays yet. What's going on? All right, we'll come back to this one. Yeah, so ARP points out that Arc has kind of peaked. It is because these galactic battles, you can be a 1-year-old account and maybe make the round of 32 with a tremendous amount of spending, and they do have incentivized events on new servers to get people caught up quicker. And after, like, a 2-year account can compete with a 3-year account. There's plenty of accounts that haven't spent in a year that haven't really grown much in a year. It's definitely a money-based thing. But 5 years from now, you can't have a galactic battle with 5-year-old servers versus 1-year-old servers. It's not going to happen. You know, it just won't. And the scaling of buying event stuff does get better over time, but it's a problem that games like this are going to have to face. Which is why I think maybe they're heading more towards that 6v6 setup. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to be, you know, an old account to be competitive in the 6v6. It's just a different style of game. But anyway. All right, so we've got CUN. We already looked at that one. Number 1 versus DDD. Let's see what number 1 versus DDD is looking like. Number 1 should be the favorite here. Let's look for arcs we recognize. Who do we recognize? Let's see. Come on. Are these all Asian? Yeah, they're all Asian names. Unfortunately, it's hard to memorize Asian characters if you're not familiar with them. Same with DDD. Oh, there's a... Wow, there's a great community member named Adolf666. Jeez. Oh, wow. He's not a community member. I'm just saying the one name that's finally English that pops up on stream is just a real shining example of what we want to pop up in this live stream. All right. Let's see if we can find one. Oh, wait. You know what? We got to check a replay there, see if we can get our magazines. I've actually already donated to this one, but I'll go ahead and put a replay up, see what we got. Fire says, I've got a 3-year T9 account and I can't keep up. I just don't have the coin to compete. Yeah, it's like there's a money wall. Straight up, like, the leadership hasn't gone up. It's not easier to get magazines than it was a year ago. So if you want a 1.7 million leadership account, you got to spend 30,000, maybe 20,000 if you're lucky. But I mean, if you're not ready to spend 20,000, and even if you did get a 1.7 million leadership commander, the troops alone to fill it, if you got them, I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. It's like, it's so weird that they let you spend so much money and players do spend so much money. And then, like, what's the real long term of the game? I don't know. It's certainly entertaining. I mean, it is one of the most brilliant things I've ever seen a game make. This kind of never-ending war, vulnerability platform. I mean, it's just absolutely bizarre. Never seen anything like it. This guy has tier 10 infantry in his 6th slot. Those do not work with Elf. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can... No. Sorry, guys. I didn't even realize my streaming thing was all set up wrong. Oh, hey, there we go. Ooh, 27 viewers this late at night. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Drama is some of the best part. Imagine writing short stories of just the text or mails from fan mail. Bro, you guys want to talk about fan mail? I got the best fan mail. I've got some great fan mail over the years. Okay? My first fan mail was... One of the first fan mails was a hat from Exo Stalker, the Jack Sparrow hat. Another one was this backdrop by a guild member of mine. That was awesome. I still use it to this day. I look at it every day. I love this backdrop. I'd like more backdrops and green screens and stuff, but I'm not urgent. I've gotten straight up cash. Someone mailed me cash money, like in an envelope, and said, "I hope this helps." I'm like, "Fuck yeah, dude! Can you help me out?" Hell yeah! I was buying animations, paying for software. The channel was starting to cost money. Someone sent me cash. That was Slate. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. But of all the gifts I've ever gotten, this is my new favorite one. Can I get some dramatic music? Uh-oh. Guys? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Aha! Aha! Okay, you don't want to walk around in the dark with glasses on. It's not very useful. You can take the glasses off. Okay. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay. I'm so excited about this. This is so exciting. I'm going to be giving out... Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's not going to work because it's backwards. All right, we got to go full setup. 3, 2, 1. Boom! How cool is that? I'm so excited about this. Look at that. It's a pin that says my brand, and it's got 2 on the back so it doesn't wobble around. Let's go ahead and put that on. Let's go ahead and put that on. I've been talking about this for like weeks. And they finally arrived. So Army, one of the biggest patrons of the channel, who actually did an episode of Arc Z on his arc. And he sent me them. I was going to buy them. And he was like, "Nah, man, I got you." I was like, "You sure?" And he's like, "Yo, yeah, I got you." I was like, "Dude, awesome." So he didn't just get me one. Oh, shit. I'm going to break my freaking hat doing this. Oh, yeah. It's kind of blue, huh? It's kind of blue. How fucking cool, dude. How cool is that? Custom made. Like, and they're good. They're like embossed with like a deep set paint and like polished on the top. Like, they're really well done. I mean, there's some bubbles in the paint, but I mean, I don't give a shit. You can't see it. So that's cool. I've got my own pins now. So I wasn't supposed to announce this until a couple other videos go live, but anyway. Here's another secret of the channel. Do you guys know my videos are always reversed? So my hat's reversed now. So, yeah. I'm going to start handing these out. I'm going to start handing these out for, like, just gifts and thank yous to people for whatever reason, you know? If you win something, or if you win meme review, or if you guess what commander comes out of the warp gate, or if you win the raffle, you're going to get a pin. You just have to give me your address, and I promise not to share it with anyone. Is that Coma Sparkles? Pete? You guys remember we were talking about Coma Sparkles a while back? I don't know why. He put Sparkles emojis on his name. I had to call him out on it. All right. So this replay that we saw real quick did have an elf in it. So that was a big elf. Let's check some other ones. Oh, there's Adolf. Adolf got involved. Anyway, so yeah, I got a handful of these. Oh, I've also got those gifts from Star. Remember, a member of Star gave me a bunch of these when I did that live stream with Free Lollipop in season 5. Still got a handful of these I can hand out. How cool is that? They're like stamped coins for Ark of War. And it was the alliance of Star and SSS. And you're like, man, someone went out of their way to make these heavy-ass coins, custom made. But it's like, you gotta remember, the people that united those two guilds combined $1 million worth of accounts. That's a big deal. They can throw down $5,000 to, not even $5,000, it's probably like 2,000 to have like 1,000 of those made. Should make commander coins with all the commanders. All the commanders? I don't know about all the commanders. Maybe like one of each commander that's best of their race or troop type. But I'm over here talking so much I'm not even paying attention to the replays. What did I just miss? Was it Rangers? I hope it wasn't Rangers. All right, so the first day, we haven't seen any major upsets. We haven't seen any major meta shifts. What I'm interested in seeing is in this Galactic Battle season, Rogers, Reinhardt, Vega was really like the dominant season 6 meta because people hadn't quite figured out how to counter Rogers properly. So like Reinhardt was like the way to do it, or one slot busting with Vega. People that were trying to do it with Stella were failing miserably. So in season 7, what we're going to see is that Rogers no longer needs to be countered by Reinhardt. Rogers is going to be countered by Full Metal or Stella or Robin and Lilith with those Andromeda builds that are going to be disabling him. But in order to kill his troops, you still need to trigger those Sagittariuses. So I don't know if Stella's really going to make a play. I think what's going to end up happening is the best way to counter a Rogers is just to get a Full Metal. Full Metal can do it for 1/3 the leadership with just a set of Leo gems. Don't even need high skills. Full Metal can just 1/3 the leadership with walkers, can kill tier 12 airships, just crush them. And then Vega. Vega's still a problem, but Vega can be beaten by Gilly and Nekajiro. And Gilly and Nekajiro and Stella can all be pounded to the ground by Elf and Pictor. So the meta is really well balanced out for this season. It should be interesting. The new penetration meta is coming out. We might see Stella rocking that. We might start seeing Nekajiro rocking it, because penetration ignores defense and Nekajiro's sniper ignores HP. If he triggers, you know, if he has penetration, plus he has sniper, plus he has Sagittarius, plus he has bonus damage or whatever, he's going to be really powerful. So we're going to be seeing a lot more new commanders. I think Nekajiro and Gilly are definitely coming on the scene. I think we're going to see a little bit more Elf, a little bit more Pictor, and a lot more Full Metal. Maybe not. We'll see. Reinhardt's probably not going to be as popular as he was last season. By the end of the playoffs, I think early on people are still going to be trying to use him to counter Rogers, but I just don't have the proof yet. Like I said, there's 32 guilds. I was number 42 guild. My guild is old and big and is as educated as they are. We didn't even make the playoffs. This is a big game. People forget how big this game is. There's a lot of guilds, a lot of players. If you only watch this channel and you don't interact with too many other communities about this game, you'd probably think like I'm the center of it, but I'm not. I'm kind of like, I'm an outcast, man, in my own little space bar far away on the outskirts of the mecca of this game. And I get all my information from setting up the line chats, communities, and the groups I'm a part of and sharing information, and people message me information, but I also just do a lot of research. I log into almost every Galactic Battle. I watch all the replays. I check all the gear. I try things out myself. And I try to trade information with people. King is good against Gilly. Yeah, the problem with King, Son Goku, here he is. Son Goku's here talking about King again. Listen, man, I love King. Like, so Gilly got real popular in like capital fights. One troop of tier 9 per slot is really powerful on Gilly. And in order to beat that on Gilly, you need a guaranteed hit commander because gems aren't going to work. And you need slightly more troops because she hits hard. Well, King doesn't need that. She's going to dodge him. He's going to trigger his skill. He's going to one-shot her. So King was like an answer to the dodge meta. But remember, King's ability doesn't crit. And the whole meta right now in this game is lowering your opponent's base stats. Sagittarius, Sniper, Nonviolent Resistance, Breakdown, Leo. If you just add bonus damage and you don't crit, you don't do shit. That's the meta. So if you can maybe figure out a build that runs pure penetration on King and then start getting real big hits on that second skill, then maybe. But we haven't seen it yet, so we're looking for it. I'd like it to be something, but it's not there yet. It's not there yet. This stream is turning out to be a lot better than I started. I thought it would. And also I was tired, but it's a lot more fun too. So I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining me for this. And we've got a small, intimate group, just 30 of us. First week of the playoffs. It's only going to get bigger and better each week. So where are all the big Chinese Arc War players hanging out and making videos? They must be somewhere. As far as I know, no one has done what I've done in China with Arc of War. I've heard people have done some things. I just haven't found any content in Chinese for Arc of War to really concrete it down. I don't know if there's a Chinese version of me. I do have a lot of, like, over 200 videos on Youku.com, the Chinese YouTube. So I'm there, but players just complain they don't know what the hell I'm saying. Because, dude, if you live like 40 minutes or 40 miles west of Shanghai or, anywhere in China, you don't speak English. Like, you're more inclined to speak Russian than English, So not a lot of Chinese speak English, as much as you would think. It's mostly the Taiwanese or the people in Hong Kong. They're the ones who speak English, but not a lot of the players we see. I get what you're saying, but Neko and much more Never Sleep are unhittable, so that's why I agree, and King could be great. King could be great against infantry because they're a little softer than airships, but King is absolutely useless against airships. I'm not saying you should start trying to build Walker Commanders to beat airships, but Pictor and Elf do just fine against airships. King will get shit on. So, yeah. All right, let's get into the main game. I think the WoW game is probably the best one, and then I'll actually start looking at these replays, see what we're actually dealing with here. I feel like I've just been talking. One on top, WoW on the bottom. Conger. I know all these guys. They're all on my server. I've been at war with them for over a year. Some of them are old guildmates. Some of them are smaller people that used to be in different guilds. Salahuddin from Kingdom of Heaven. Oh, now he's just Salah. Salahuddin. Is it Saladin? Saladin. Aladdin? I don't know. Anyway, I think WoW is the underdog here. One Anakin. Why does that sound familiar? Oh, he's huge. That's why. 470 million. WoW's boss is pretty big too. He's like 300 or 400 million. We did some serious damage to him last week though. We killed like 2,600 tier 12 airships. That was a big deal. King Kong. Oh, King. Wait, what? King. How come? No, the player King. Oh. King has a beast of a ghillie. Oh my god, Son Goku, I went on a rant about King, and you're just talking about this guy's ghillie. Okay, so let's take a look at the replays. Oh, I see Suave put a replay up. That's a Ranger replay. Let's see the second one. Oh, shit. Okay, ghillie versus Rogers. Pretty fair fight. Slight advantage to Rogers. And she's going to have to one-shot him right away if she wants to win this fight. Otherwise, she's going to get crushed. Yeah, not enough damage. Not enough tear space. Really got to go with the HP pants on ghillie. It's so hard, though, because you really need that damage. So it's like you sacrifice the HP you would get on pants with Fearless Pants for tier 12 protection. But when you do that, your damage takes a serious hit. Wow, okay, so he killed a slot. That's actually a big deal against a Rogers. Rogers wants all 6 slots. Hey guys, we are going to do a release commander at the end of this video. Anyone that guesses it correct is going to get one of these new melt pins. I'm going to mail it to you directly with a thank you letter signed by me. Appreciate you guys interacting, joining it, and building this thing up with me. We were just a small community this time around last year. Just a tiny little community. But tonight we're going to do a release, and if anyone guesses it right, I'm going to send one of those out. And I owe a couple to people already, so I got to do some mailing tomorrow. But yeah, this ghillie's got some great damage. I mean, listen, this is the meta, right? Non-violent resistance stacks with Gemini, and she's running Andromeda, which is hurting Rogers' chances of going immune. So I'd like the Andromeda to disable Rogers. The problem is it's 20% chance, and Rogers only has to trigger it 4 times. So You can catch him off guard here and there, but even if he has 90% immunity, you're not going to be knocking down his troops as well as you like. He's going to get you. He's going to hit you hard, and that Tyrant Cometh is no joke. Tyrant Cometh stacks with Tear Space. Oh, man. Anyway, we're going to fast forward this replay. Although this is a cool replay, this should be a Rogers win. Holy crap. Whoa. And what's interesting is he shared a losing replay. King won, but the WoW guy shared the replay. Gilly with Andromeda's Radiance. He did kill the second slot, but it was a fair fight. Actually won, dude. We need his gear. We need King's Gilly gear. I just did that Gilly Commander card breakdown series earlier this week. And we didn't have a big Rogers replay because it shouldn't be possible. That might have been luck there. I'd like to see that ran 5 times. Oh, okay, okay. I thought that was the same Rogers. I was like, oh shit. Raymond, are you serious? You started playing this game because you saw me on YouTube? No way. I think you might be the only person. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not going to give you any advice directly. I'm just going to let chat give you some advice about if you just started playing this game a week ago. Go ahead, chat. Introduce him to Ark of War. What do you guys tell your friends when they say they want to start playing that game? This game. Oh, Magnum PI. What's up, Paul? Throwing $5 up? Yeah, I'm getting paid, boys. Getting paid. Getting paid money to... What does it say? Did it say anything? I'm telling you, man. You guys got to start using the super chat. It talks. There's a way to make it talk. You got to go to Streamlabs, though. You can write your messages in. Fire's like, run now. Mike's like, don't play. My friends ask what I play him. I tell them no. Cut up your credit cards. Better off saving your wallet and playing Sky Kingdoms. Don't do it. Quit. Gilly can one-shot an equal fight if she gets Gemini or Sagittarius. Yeah. Disconnect your PayPal. Crouton Bomb's calling Axe early on. Paul, I was telling everyone earlier at the beginning of the stream that meme review is going to be... Well, meme review was filmed tonight, but it's probably not going to be on the Ark of War subreddit next week. We're probably going to have a new subreddit. Melt Gotta See This is the name of the subreddit. But... yeah, we're going to have to work on that. So, new place to post memes. Prepare your divorce papers. Save your credit cards. Delete quick. This is the craziest game in the world. Why do we play this game? It's absurd. 7-14-51. Yeah, this is right. Okay, so almost a max Gilly. Sorry, almost a max Stella versus a 1 million leadership Gilly. 1.2 million leadership Gilly. I mean, honestly, Stella is not great anymore. She's so dependent on Sagittarius for ignore stats in that penetration build. We haven't seen it yet. Stella with penetration build, Andromeda, Sagittarius, Gemini maybe can do something, but I'm thinking Gilly and Neko all day are going to be the main meta. Oh, yeah, look at that. Here comes the Tear Space. Bam! Yeah, Gilly scores like crazy. ARP's like, Raymond, you got to quit the game. Don't get sucked in. Stop watching Melt to make sure you escape. I love this, and I hate someone's attacking on me. Yeah, dude, it gets... Oh, this game. It's a crazy game, man. This game changes a lot, too. We're too far into quit now. Yeah, we're hooked, dude. We can't go back now. I'm just going to keep checking these replays. These are great. Yeah, best advice, use bullet, don't pay for commanders. That's definitely a way to go. All right, here we go. Stella versus Reinhardt. I expect Reinhardt to win this convincingly. And is he not wearing defense gear? Oh, God, she misses. Ugh. Oh, Stella, what have you done? She's really let herself go. They need to make a fat Stella. You know, like Stella really hasn't performed. Oh, nice Tear Space hit. She really hasn't performed well for the last couple seasons. It's time to make a fat Stella skin. Give her some love handles. Sag those tits a bit. Maybe let her hair down. Or maybe chop it. Nah, let her hair down. Just take the cool glasses off. Give her like more of a woman in her late 30s look. Let Gilly replace her. Yeah. Stella, prom queen after the 20-year high school reunion. She's doing good against Reinhardt, though. Reinhardt really needs to trigger his thorns. How come he's not triggering his skills? What am I missing here? Is she still going? Is this her first turn? Is that what's going on? Yeah, it's her first turn. Damn, she crushed all the way through. Good on you, Stella. Good for her. I mean, she grossly outnumbered him, right? She was 50% bigger than he was. You know, she was 1.6 million leadership, and he was like 900,000 or something. Meth head Stella? Like a meth head Stella? Like she's all cracked out. Just give her some wrinkles. Because the way that, I don't know if you guys know this, but the way the animators make custom skins in this game, all they actually do is they take a regular skin and then they just overlay items directly on top of it in, I don't know if they do it in Excel or how they animate it, but I've seen people data mine to like show how it's done. But basically, let's say like Golem, for example, everything you see in this skin right here is actually this next skin I'm going to show you with stuff on top of it. It's the exact same skin, but they literally just overlay more on it. So all the same stuff is there. They just overlay on top of it. So if you notice, there's nothing new here. Nothing new. The gun is right there. Watch this. The gun. Boom. The gun's right there. It's still there. It's just covered by another skin. So they don't have two different animations. They literally just cover it with other stuff. And it's less prevalent or less obvious in Golem. It's more obvious in... What's a good example? Maybe... No, not Bullet. Or not Plasma, sorry. Plasma's pretty... His looks pretty good. You can't really tell. Nekajiro's a good example. So Nekajiro's Shamrock skin literally is just so obvious. You can tell... Hey, what are you doing? Alright, so there's the regular skin. There's the cover skin. Notice the bouncing. Okay. Notice the gun. Everything just gets overlaid double fold. There's nothing special about it. So, if they wanted to do a new skin for Stella, it'd have to be on top of the old skin anyway. And they could make her fatter if they wanted to, but... what? It's a weird stream, boys. Why are we talking about making Stella fat? Oh, jeez. Melt proposing to ruin one of the most attractive characters in the game because she's not as useful in the meta as she ought to be. Whatever. Whatever. All right, Gilly. Keep leveling up Gilly. I got plans for Gilly one day. All right, what's going on with this galactic battle? Let's take a look here and then... all right, let's see what we got. Number 1 is the favorite. ALD is the favorite. What else do we got? Number 1's a favorite. I thought ALD was about to play. Maybe not. Man, look at GTS up there. They're looking strong this season. Oof. So, hey, while we're all here, let me show you guys what I've been up to. Aside from the commander cards, aside from the video editing, aside from upgrading the computer, aside from having a newborn, aside from working 2 jobs. Want to know what else I'm up to? I don't have enough hobbies. The Masters is this week. I'm going to be pretty busy with golf, so there's that. This is... Yeah. This is the top 8 power rankings. I've been working on this for a while. Zoom in. No, the other way. How's that? So this is actually version 1.2. 1.2, and today is 4.10. And I was able to add some missing stuff. You know, I know that this isn't exactly the most perfect representation of the actual power rankings. Like I've got FBI and 66 as the number 1, and ODAD. I know their powers have changed. This was kind of just a reference point, but like FBI, TNB, CAD, ALD, NYC, DZG1, Win, which is actually 888 now. Jesus. They merged to 888. I don't know. Anyway, these are all top 16 guilds, no doubt. GTS should probably be on here. But that's been a little project I've been working on. It's coming along. I mean, I was just kind of using it for reference, for player reference, just maybe for live streams and stuff like that. But it's something to have. Kind of a stamp too. Like, you know, we don't we know who like the top 3 competitors were in season 1. You can go back and look at the rankings or whatever. But this top 8's kind of cool. You'll be able to look at this in a year from now and go, oh yeah, remember DZG? Man, they got eaten. Or yeah, do you remember when 66 was the king? Remember when ODAD was still second? You know, so it's there. You know, if you want it, I'll put it in line chat later. Hit me up. I should have it finished by the time I'm ready to share it tomorrow. But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Are you guys thinking about what's coming out of the Warp Gate? It's coming. Let's pick our winners for this match. I definitely can't stay up much later. It's just a late night for me. And I got to be up early, and I still got to edit a video. Dude, this is a trippy replay. I can't believe that Rogers loses this replay. I almost feel like we need to slow down and watch the whole thing to figure out what happens here. Look at Rick going for that axe play. Thinking it's going to be axe. Crouton bomb, axe, get out of here. Joshua, it ain't going to be Kid. I know that. Oh, yeah, no mercy is amazing. It's 90% defense reduction. It's almost as good as breakdown. Yeah, ODAD joined 66. Why is it not good to mix damage gear with defense gear? Well, it can be if you're Rogers or Elf and you rely on spell damage and you need some damage so you don't get totally useless value out of like Tyrant Cometh, and you don't get knocked down by like Virgo. Virgo and Ares can really mess up a commander who doesn't use any damage. But in general, you need to kill your opponent's troops. So the more damage you have, the better your chances are, and that's why we run damage gear. You know, getting hit sucks. You don't want to get hit. But if you can take the hits like Elf and Rogers and Reinhardt can, they have that heal, then you should. But, yeah. Dude, that's a crazy replay, for sure. It's an absolutely crazy replay. Gilly taking on Rogers like that. I don't think that's going to happen every time. But I don't know, man. That Andromeda, Rogers doesn't always trigger defensive stance. In a long fight, Rogers loses it occasionally. That Andromeda may make the difference. But I would think that Rogers probably hits a little bit harder than we're seeing there. I don't know. We might be missing what... we need King King's gear. If you're watching this, get a hold of King King's gear. I want to see what he's running. Very good build. Like I said, there's better chances. There's better options than Rogers in the meta now because he's so easily countered by Reinhardt and Full Metal. Not to mention Neko and Gilly. Like, that's a problem too. And Vega. But very cool. All right, so what do we... Everyone locked in their votes? No double voting. Put in your vote now, whatever your most recent vote is. That's what's coming out of the Warp Gate. If you guess it right, you're getting a melt pen. I'm mailing you one. Until I run out. I'm just going to keep throwing these things out. Listen, I get it. No one's going to put this on their fucking hat and go into work on a Monday rocking this. Okay, I get that. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing for me to even own. But you know what? We have them. So what are we going to do with them? We got to do something with them. So I'm going to send them out to people. You watch the channel? Here you go. Here's a pen. I mean, I can think of something more useful, like a fucking mug. That might be useful. Yeah, Melt, Arc of War. Hey, it's my mug. Fine. That makes sense. But a metal pen? I don't know. It's cool. Whatever. It's cool. I like it. It's kind of weird. I don't know. It is. It's just... Yeah. All right. So I'm expecting WoW to win this game, but let's double check that. I don't know. And there's not a lot of other big matches going on. No super guilds to watch right now, so it's really mostly us just hanging out. So let's call an end to the stream, and let's get this release out. Let's declare a winner or 5 or 0, and then finish doing what I got to do. Tomorrow's video. What do we? We'll do that at the end. I got to figure out what we're doing tomorrow's video. Probably Bullets video. Bullets or Robin. Project Robin. Okay. All right. Lock them all in. What do we got? All right, moderators, Crouton Bomb. I need to make sure that no one double votes here. Fabian. Ooh, good call. I like that Fabian choice. I'm also going with Fabian. No. Yes. Yeah, Fabian. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Come on, baby. Fabian. Oh, Kakarot on the big screen. My dude Kakarot hitting the... Oh, Illan got it. Illan called Kakarot. Jabberwocky called Kakarot. And you guys are smart. Pick those D commanders. They come out most often. Jabberwocky and Illan, both double locked in Kakarot. Damn, Illan is nailing that Kakarot. Oh my god. Okay. Illan, Rosenbaum. I feel like you've won something in the past. Don't worry, you can always win again. Congrats on your choice. Way to go, man. That's a huge win. And Jabberwocky, I think you've won something too. I recognize you guys. Okay, hit me up online. Give me your return shipping name and address. You don't need to use your real name. You don't need to use even a real address. Just an address you can pick the thing up at. I won't share it with anyone. I'm going to print it out onto a label, and I'm never going to save it. So you don't have to worry about me spreading your information. But you get these awesome, amazing, limited edition. These are so ridiculous. I just love them. I don't know. They're starting to grow on me. I just start. I don't know. They're just kind of goofy, right? Fucking. What a time to be alive. Limited edition, limited run, I think might be the right word there. Yep, message me directly. I'll hook you up. I got a couple more to send out too. But if you didn't win, don't worry. In the playoff stream next week, when there's better matches going on, when I actually have time and it's the right time of night, and we have more like 100 players in, I'll let people cash in all their release commander tokens, all the release points they've got from all the videos, and then we'll enter those into the raffle as well. If you're wondering how I'm keeping track of how many points everyone has, I'm going by the honesty system. Just don't lie. If you're keeping track of your points, just tell me how many you have. I'll know if you're cheating. God will know. It's a Christian channel. God will know if you're cheating. You don't want to go to hell over a pin. Oh boy. Yeah, Island. Every video I have in the description, you can find my information. Melt.AOW. Melt.AOW online. Congrats, William, on the win. Check chat back a bit further. Might have been other guess that. Well done. All right. Did anyone else win? Did I miss anyone else? I'm sorry. Fire, did I miss anyone else? I definitely got Jabberwocky and Illan. Did anyone else say Kakarot? Kakarot's a safe choice, man. What happens if someone picks a B commander and wins? That's like 8 times less likely. Maybe like 20 times less likely. I don't know the math on it. But I mean, you probably just divide it, right? Anyway. All right, let's make sure we have all of our commanders either upgrading skills or out on tiles. And then we'll get ready to call it a night, boys. So those winners, send a message to me online. And thanks, everyone else, for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed your time here. And I'll see you guys definitely next week for the more appropriate streams. I won't be able to stream tomorrow night. But the round of 16 is going to start heating up. We're going to start seeing some crazy battles. It's going to be great to see Gilly, Nekajiro, see what people are doing with Stella. She's not totally useless, but I don't know. Stella with Penetration, Andromeda, Virgo might be like a tankier build that might work out. Don't like it as much as I like the Gilly Neko damage right now. It's really good. But Pictor, Elf, Full Metal with like Leo, Taurus, Gemini. He's savage, dude. Anyone that buffs himself like Elf or Rogers or Reinhardt will get crushed by Full Metal. Full Metal get crushed by, Vega and all the offensive commanders in the meta, but against the defensive commanders, Full Metal's a beast. I can't wait to see what they do with him. And then, Rogers. Rogers is always going to be a threat. Always, especially a big, well-researched, well-geared Rogers. And then if you don't have the right counter to him, you're gonna pay for it. But it only takes a 1/3 leadership Full Metal to really take down a big Rogers. So I don't know. It's gonna be a great season 7. I'm really looking forward to it. We did a lot of prep and chat going into the season about the meta and the things we didn't like. Tier 12 infantry being out of balance, Tier 12 walkers being useless. But now all that talk, all that hype, and all that community drive behind the memes and the chat rooms and just the research that was done. The revelation of penetration breaking through defense and what you can do with nonviolent resistance and sniper. It's just that the community is coming really behind. There's me messing up a statement. The community's really gotten behind developing the meta together and quickly. We've been disseminating the information fast, and we've got a really nice balanced game now going into Season 7. So, fuck yeah. Coma Sparkles, good night. yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. That's it. End of the stream. My name is Melt. Goodbye. How do you turn this thing off? How do you turn it off? Oh.